Good afternoon, and thanks for coming today. My name is Staff Sergeant Martin Chavetta of the Calgary Police Service Homicide Unit. Human remains located in Slave Lake, Alberta have been formally identified as missing Calgary man Bradley Shaw. The Calgary Police Service Homicide Unit and the RCMP Major Crimes Unit are now investigating Shaw's death as a murder. Shaw was last seen by family in Calgary on September 2nd, 2015, and was subsequently reported missing a few weeks later. Police issued a news release on September 23rd, 2015, seeking public assistance to locate the missing man. The CPS Missing Persons Unit, in conjunction with the General Investigations Unit, followed a number of investigative leads. Officers tracked down Shaw to Airdrie, Alberta, where he was seen on CCTV on September 2nd, 2015. This is believed to be the last time he was seen alive. On October 6, 2018, Slave Lake RCMP responded to a report that human remains had been located in a rural area near the town of Slave Lake. A media release was issued asking for public assistance with information related to the discovery of the remains. On October 7, 2019, Slave Lake RCMP released a composite sketch and model rendering to assist with identifying the victim. An investigator with the CPS Missing Persons Unit observed the sketch and suspected the man was Shaw. The Office of the Chief Medical Examiner was brought in to use dental records to confirm the remains belonged to Bradley Shaw. Police believe Shaw went missing under suspicious circumstances and met with foul play sometime in September of 2015. Shaw was 27 years old at the time of his death. The cause of death will not be released at this time. The investigation into the disappearance and death of Bradley Shaw remains an active homicide investigation. Anyone with information about this case is asked to contact either the Slave Lake RCMP, the CPS, or Crime Stoppers. I'll take some questions.
Was this considered missing person right away or something of suspicion?
The last footprint of life for Mr. Shaw was on September 2nd. He was reported by family members a couple weeks after that date. The circumstances surrounding his disappearance were suspicious, but now with the confirmation and location of his remains, we are actively investigating this now as a homicide in collaboration with the RCMP.
Was there a connection to Slave Lake? Did he have like a history? Is that
we don't believe there is any connection between Mr. Shaw and Slave Lake. Our investigation at this point believes that Mr. Shaw was likely murdered in September of 2015, somewhere between the community of Airdrie and Slave Lake.
Did he have a history with police that you know of or that you can tell?
Yeah, we don't discuss the background of victims or missing persons.
Are you able to tell us how his body was identified?
I can tell you that some citizens in the area of Slave Lake came across human remains, and they immediately contacted the local RCMP attachment.
How's his family taking the news?
Obviously, this is one of the most traumatic situations any family can go through. There may be some closure in the fact that we have located Brad's remains, but now our attention is to hold the people accountable and bring them forward to justice, and that's what the family expects.
And what are you asking from the public?
If anyone has any information in regards to how Mr. Shaw ended up in Slave Lake, or any information regarding who may be responsible for this murder, please call the Calgary Police Service, the RCMP, or Crime Stoppers.
Is this police or RCMP or both?
Right now, we're investigating his homicide as a joint investigation. Obviously, he was reported missing in Calgary. His last footprint of life was in Airdrie, and his remains were located in Slave Lake. So we're going to continue our investigation, certainly with the help and assistance of the RCMP.
When you saw him on CCTV, was he alone? Was he by himself?
He was in the company of other individuals that we have identified. Our investigation obviously hopes to identify the people who are responsible for his murder.
So you've talked to the people in the video and...
Yeah, obviously our investigation is very active, and I can't get into specifics, but we know there are people in the community who have direct information or knowledge of what happened to Brad and how he was murdered, and we encourage them to call us.
Is the investigation focused in Slave Lake, or is it from here all the way north?
I would say it's a provincial investigation. Our investigation obviously begins in Calgary, and we're working with our RCMP partners across the province to identify any pieces of evidence that may further the investigation.
Does the geography make it difficult? How vast of an area you have to cover?
Absolutely, and we wouldn't be able to move this investigation forward in a timely manner without the assistance of the RCMP.
And how were they found, the remains?
So citizens in the area
Oh.
near Slave Lake came across the human remains and immediately contacted the RCMP detachment.
That's good.
Thanks.
Thank you.